I don't know which podcast we on right now.
Five,
Is it?
five, cinco.
As much as I want to trust that one, I feel like I should.
Damn.
I feel like I should.
Damn.
I feel like I should. I feel like I should still check, because
It is five, brother. Man, I need to forget that, boy. I don't know what it is.
It's not. Hey guys, welcome back to Perspectives, where we share our perspectives with you. My name is Kevin.
I'm Jovan.
Man, sure.
And here we are with episode 5. Is it episode 5?
Hey.
According to Javan, it's episode 5. So, welcome to episode 5 of the podcast. Today we have our first ever guest. So,
Let's go.
look forward to it. All right, let's get on to the podcast.
Eaten?
Yeah, no.
Why would you wait till now to eat?
I was eating for like the last 15 minutes.
Bruh. Charles, what are you eating?
Oreos,
Let's go, kind.
Oreos with extra
Yeah,
Oreos.
Just regular Oreos.
Are they ass
Yeah,
flavored
plain
Oreos?
Oreos. What?
What? Why would
What? What?
I don't like it. Forget so it's 2022.
What did you, bro?
That's a story about how we carry a bird to Hershey's, Pennsylvania, dog.
You know what?
I want to also again. I don't forget back when I get him now with them, because
When I carry a guilt at chocolate factory.
Tell him.
nah, but probably don't do that though.
Charles is the chocolate factory.
Whoa!
Wait, I realized that sounds bad, dude. Is
Whoa!
that bad? Is that racist? That's not racist. Is that?
What did he say?
What? I did know.
Don't worry, nothing.
Okay, so just for the intro, right? So hey guys, we're here with Shivs. Wait, what's Shivs?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Good. No, I'm so lost for words now. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it all. As you see.
Shivs, what's your channel name? And you have like a channel you do stuff on?
Oh yeah, no, it's just Shivs. I can send you a link now. You can probably put it in the description. You can throw it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's just Shivs. I uploaded 2 videos today. So both basketball related. Be sure to check that out. Boom. Do UFC content, football content now and again, basketball, and how we do.
I
It is
would.
just talking about basketball, it's taking Bucks and Suns get eliminated this evening.
No, that's why I'm so lost for words, because I can't believe what I saw.
So both time make the finals. So I saw it. I was supporting Bucks. I know, like.
Yeah, I see you say everything we supporting getting knocked out. Please don't support the Miami Heat, dog. Wherever you do, go back.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go against them every single time. Please.
As the party to support, and I ain't gonna lie, the Miami.
No.
That's what
I'm
you
bored.
say.
That's the team song. Pick one of them. Don't pick the Heat, please.
Yeah, don't worry.
Coming up, which party they Arizona?
Yeah,
I'm coming down Arizona. I'm looking for you, if the Heat goes in next
don't
round.
worry. I just support the Mavericks.
Right. That we talk about, man.
Wait, it's really weird. I'm actually the only person in this call right now who's in Trinidad currently.
Wait,
Like,
huh?
Oh shit, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're a bunch of Americans, and I just like
Trinidad boy.
There'll be ducks in my location, and I'll keep it.
I mean, I didn't say what state, right? I didn't say what state. Okay, guys. So, one of the main topics we're discussing in this podcast is Industry 4.0. So, just for context, the Industrial Revolution is defined as the major changes and transition in manufacturing and industrial processes with new innovative technologies. So, like currently, we're under the impression now we're entering, the 4th Industrial Revolution, or I feel like we're currently undergoing it, I would say. 1869, which was the 3rd one, is when they introduced electronics, automation, and computers. So as of right now, the fourth industrial revolution would like consist of the Internet of Things, augmented reality and virtual reality, advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, stuff like that. And well, that was just to like just place some context.
Can you differentiate between augmented and virtual reality?
So augmented reality deals more with your surroundings. So like you could add digital elements to a live view. This view could be viewed through like apps on your camera, using your camera on like your smartphone. So like the best example is like Pokemon Go. That uses augmented reality heavily because you're basically viewing your real life, but there's like digital aspects of it that is like changed to suit. So yeah, but while virtual reality will consist of like entering a virtual world, so like for example, like the metaverse or VR chat, stuff like that, that is what you consider virtual reality. It's like basically you put using social tech, like for example, the Oculus or any other VR headset, you could literally enter what could be a cyber world and basically act as if you're living real life. And that is like the big difference, I think, in VR and AR.
Wait, we're going to talk about the fourth age of the industry or something.
Yeah, we was calling that for later to talk about Industry 4.0. Yeah.
Talk about what?
Fourth
Industry,
Industrial
yeah, the
Revolution.
fourth industrial revolution. Like like as we are entering it, no, that's like to do with like augmented reality, virtual reality,
Oh,
cybersecurity.
stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Isn't like the metaverse something like what's going on with that? I remember
Uh,
I heard it
Oh
was
yeah,
like everything stopped about it.
well, actually, I didn't prepare anything to talk about that. But I know. What's his name? Fucking Mark Zuckerberg recently released something where I think he was just more and like advertising the more entertainment side of it, and it kind of like strike to talk about like how these things need like restrictions now because I think I was telling these men this earlier this week that like I think like in the next coming 10 years or so, like we're gonna see social media and like all these forms of like social tech or whatever, like VR headsets as like a form of addiction. So it's gonna be like the next heroin, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true though, because like it genuinely does have people that are like addicted to like social media and stuff. Even right now, like it just have people just like that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Um,
Sapa, I don't think Metaverse was only going to be for entertainment. Are they actually going to do like serious things with it?
Yeah, they were gonna
Like
create
what?
use they were gonna use it as a meeting space, so like businesses could like
Like
use that.
Zoom?
Yeah, but it's gonna be more like you're like I always imagine it like how we like the Wii was like you create like an avatar and you basically go it through the world like as that avatar, but like you could use it in more in a business context as well as like entertainment as well.
Oh,
Interesting. That just sounds like VR chat, but not
Well,
like.
that is exactly what it is, in my opinion. Like, it seems
Um,
like that. I don't know where it is at right now in terms of development or what stage it is, but like I know it's heading in that direction. So it's like Metaverse is gonna be like the next or any VR. I don't know because like I was the same way how like technology is always improving and technology that like looks far off now actually become very much commercialized and normal at some point. Like the same thing I was telling you about the script, the machine learning um program that could literally like take aspects of your voices as prompts and like write out full scripts in like audio for you. So you could type out the entire script and like it due to AI learning, it kind of like takes aspects of your voice and makes it complete. Before it was like text to voice speech, so it sounds automated.
yeah,
Now it
yeah.
sounds actually like your voice now. So
that's scary.
but like the thing is that has always been around since like a decade now, but like it always has been like one specific company that was doing it, but like now it's like so much companies that there's competitors. They need to like fight for brand placement and advertising to like let people know about it. So like this company, the script will like recently like partner with like influencers who do like tech talks or like stuff like that on TikTok, and like that's how I found out about it. Like this app that used to like fake like your voice to make it sound like Obama or like Peter Griffin from
like
like
deep fake.
you're right, yeah. So like that is actually like the same tool, but it just like made it more in a professional aspect, you know?
Yeah, but
So
like there's so much like stuff and talk going on like about deep fakes and what's going on now because like I mean because the technology is so good you can basically deep fake any famous person because there's so many images of them available. So like somebody could deep fake, like Joe Biden saying like he's gonna start war with Russia or whatever, and like if that video goes out and people don't know it's fake, that could basically start the war because it's mad like that though. It's just how mad it is right now.
yeah, and it's how easy it's like how easy someone could do it too. So like
Anybody could do it.
yeah. So I think that's wild and crazy. So like as it's like crazy thing that's like where like our generation is now entering that era of like basically that era of industry that
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like you know and like as much as people think like with COVID like things are reverting back to more face to face things, it's actually not. It's actually going forward quicker than it would have been if COVID didn't exist.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, kind of accelerated, COVID accelerated technology and stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, now all them tech companies got so big during COVID.
I volunteered for a robot fighting competition called
What?
What's Like
Like the show?
yeah, like the show. Well, it was
That's very
fun.
cool.
Yeah, because one of the guys from the actual like Battlebots show was a judge there too.
That's real cool. Look, what the hell? When does that happen?
Yeah, Larry, but
This was like the week before finals, so I had a fun after the. I feel like well, I don't have the pictures saved, but like all my friends took pictures and they put it on Snapchat and crap. But yeah, no, I was a volunteer, so I helped set up the arenas and tear down, and I did test box monitoring like for the 2 days because it was just the finals that was taking place on Cal. So what we would do was that like every team had to get their bot checked like electrically to make sure it was like wired properly and all the batteries and stuff was set up. And after that happened, we put them in like a box, make sure their wheels and stuff worked, and then make sure their weapons worked and everything. Make sure they could like shut down if power to the transmitter was lost for whatever reason. Once it was done, we passed them and we put them in the box and they fought, and it was really cool. I did that for like 2 or 3 days, and yeah, it was really interesting. There's like a couple events that happened that was kind of interesting. The team that I was rooting for, they got kicked because they failed their functional test. So we put them in the box and like nah, it was so tragic, bro. I was like rooting for them big time. And then so how the test works is that you make sure you can roll back and forth side to side, all that crap. Then you make sure your weapon can spin it properly, and then you have to run both your wheels and your weapon at like full speed and then shut down power to your transmitter, and it's supposed to stop, right? But when they did it, their weapon was not stopping, and that's bad. Because like if anything happened like in the middle of a fight and they lost power, you can't have like judges trying to go into like separate bots or whatever and your weapons still running. Because like serious crap, you get hit. So yeah, they put it in the box like 3 or 4 times. They tried switching up their code. They tried flashing their bot and reinstalling their code, and it did not work. It got to the point where the head judge came in and he was like, "Yeah, no, I can't let you in." I was like, "Bruh."
Hey.
Nah, I was really feeling it. But that's not even the worst bit. So the worst bit was there's this team called it's some genius name, but they all wore green. I remember that, and they had I can't remember the name of their bot, but they had like a smasher bot, not smasher bot. It had like one of those like rotating drums or whatever. But they had left their battery like plugged in. And I don't think they were due to fight for like a while, so they just left it plugged in and wasn't really paying attention. And it was like an old battery too. And then from what I heard, they tried to like plug it in and it shorted and it started like a battery fire. There's like a massive explosion, like in the middle of the pits where everyone was. It was not fun to see because like I didn't even know this battery fire is apparently like really hard to put out. So it exploded, then it caught fire, then it exploded again, then it caught fire. And they thought it was safe to start like going back in. So like pulling back was like, no, let the fire burn out because it's gonna keep going. And it did. It probably like exploded more, like 3 more times or something before it sorted itself out. It was like scary as hell. They had to like throw chemicals and crap. And the poor team got kicked too. Well, they came back because every team has like 2 bots, so there are 2 teams per school. So they had like another bot to fight for the XD, but that bot got kicked. I'm like, damn.
People listening for against British.
I know. For some odd reason.
Like, you tell Shiv the story about how this man said he thought you were like from Liverpool or something like that.
Yeah, bruh. When I was making the Botsaki thing, this guy who's like coming up to talk about some rubbish, and I was talking to him, and he says, "Where you from?" And I says, "I'm from Trinidad, in the Caribbean." And he says, "Oh, that's good, but you sound like you're British." I'm like, "No, I promise I'm not British." He says, "Okay, cool." And then we keep going on talking. He starts talking about like pizza and alumni and all that crap. And then just like mid conversation, he switches back. He's like, "No, I'm sorry, bro. You got me from like freaking Liverpool or something, because like you've got a Liverpool accent." I was like, "Nope, I'm still from the Caribbean."
Wait. Was he from
That's
England?
not even a Liverpool accent to begin with. But the funny thing you say that, you know, like, got somebody telling me I'm British. I
Yeah.
have two people telling me I'm British while I'm up here. So the first one, yeah, I was at a party like how long ago this was? Probably like 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
I was talking to this fella, but like because he's from America, I had to like put on a kind of weird American accent for them to understand me.
Oh boy.
So, so I talking to this man, he's like, "So which part are you from?" I was like, Trinidad in the Caribbean. He was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Yeah." Because if he was like, if I didn't ask, I would have just assumed you were British. I was like, "British? You sure?" He was like, "Yeah, your accent sounds like you're from England." And when we was talking about football and stuff too now, so
Oh
he kind of
yeah.
assumed I was. So he probably like put the accent. I know plenty about football.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, this kid from England. And the second time too was I went to work at this place, and this was like 2 weeks ago too. And so one of the fellas I was working with, he was like, "You have a real cool accent," and I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks. Where you think I'm from?" And he was like, "Somewhere in England." I was like, I started laughing because I was like, "What's the odds of somebody telling me I'm from England?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "No, but I'm from the Caribbean." He's like, "Oh, I don't really hear it." And so I was gonna put on my regular Trinidad accent like this, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, I hear it now." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I don't use it because people barely understand what I'm saying."
Yeah, that's fair. Cause like the guy I was working with too, he was like he knew someone from Trinidad, but she didn't sound anything like me because he didn't understand the word she was saying. I was like,
They don't understand.
That's
Don't understand what I'm saying. I hate having to repeat myself loud.
see
That's
you,
kind of
bro.
I
come
do.
with like a terrible little American accent. That's poor when I'm talking to people from here.
No, I can't help it. My friends like this accent gets like thicker whenever I go in public. That's why I'm glad. I think I told this a lot. I go by Subway a lot, right? It's to the point where I don't even have to see my Subway order anymore because they know it. And it's good. But it's terrible when there's like a new person because then they'll ask and I'll have to repeat a million times and I'll be like, "Yes, I would like tomatoes on my Subway, please, not tomatoes." It's a whole
Yeah.
thing, bro.
And like the funny thing with the accent was like somewhere I was cashing for something. And I
Yeah.
forgot to change my accent. So I pulled up by the cash and I was like, "Yeah, so how much are they for you?" And you see the look on this girl face, and this poor little white girl, she watched me like a cuss she in Spanish or something. And she's like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry. What's my total?" And she's like, "Oh, okay."
What's my total?
To me like last week I was ordering some food by Smash Burger. I went on to this woman, "Thank you." And she spun around like she spun around and she was just looking and she was pissed though. I had to say thank you about twice though. I don't understand why she couldn't understand thank you though.
Yeah,
It
so
was
too
real
thick.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't have an American accent. I don't think I do. Jazz does though.
Same. No, I
No,
don't.
that's cap. Jazz
No,
doesn't
Java,
do
that's
that.
American. He's
Yeah,
American.
I don't
The worst,
bruh.
nah, I get experience. The worst is like when we were like in Bago, and like this man had to talk to admin on the phone, and he literally just changed his voice altogether. I was like, what is going on here? Like I just there
my
on
voice
the,
did not change that much though.
like, I there on the bed now watching you on the phone. Like, who's this man talking?
Shivs. Golden.
That's a bargain. Was it go to what at Subway? But I'm
Bro,
sure
my go-to order at Subway is a foot-long chicken bacon
the
on herb and cheese with lettuce, onions, and tomatoes and some ranch. That's it.
I don't get tomatoes. What? You
What do
disappoint.
you mean? I like tomatoes on.
Ivan, what's your favorite? Was it go to Subway order, boy?
I think it's the perfect time to thank Subway for sponsoring our Subway, eat fresh today. But I don't know, like I don't eat Subway that much these days. But like when I was like younger, I guess I used to really like the chicken teriyaki thing.
Mana taste, man, mana taste.
Yeah,
Same.
but I also like the meatball sub that they have as well.
Oh, no, no. Javan, what's your go-to? Subway.
Is either chicken teriyaki or steak and cheese.
Alright.
Well, Cole, what's your go-to Subway?
No, I don't know if I remember this like a couple of years ago though, like or like 5 years ago. They had like this promotion they were on with like a Mediterranean chicken
Yeah,
sandwich.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't know if I could curse on it, but that okay, that shit slapped dog. I love that so much.
Wait, was your big curse word shit? I swear he was gonna say the F word or something. I was like, okay.
I learned to as I on the YouTube scene for a little bit now. I kind of learned to I can't curse everyone anyway, so
That's fair.
Literally, the first 5 minutes of our first podcast, we talk about eating ass. So,
Yeah, it was miserable, bro. I
But,
see my
it's funny
friends
too.
up there that, and they start with like, "Why? Why is it waiting?" But like, yeah,
But yeah, go.
I guess they don't eat us.
Right, no, but Shivs is telling us about Subway. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, dog. So that sandwich used to stop dog, and I used to order every time a foot long on Italian, toasted, lettuce, onions, and something else I used to put on it. I can't remember.
the little pickles.
No. But lettuce and onions, and then shadow benny, mayo, garlic, sweet onion,
Damn.
medium pepper.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's all stuff you can only get in Trinidad. I think you get in Shadow many of that.
You see, like my problem with Subway is like it's always have so much people, like and so long to
Bro,
navigate.
no.
So, like,
But well, on the topic of Subway, what's all the worst experience in Subway?
oh,
Ever?
Bruh.
I remember this one time. Remember when garlic sauce was also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bounced in there. I was just asking them, I want plenty garlic sauce. I was like 12. Dog, I was dead in the. I thought this was the time this Subway woman was making out. Barry, can't remember that one too good.
She was what?
She was making out.
For what?
I didn't even know why she was making out really different. Like she was like really laughing at me for some reason. Subway. I have no idea why.
I think my worst experience in Subway was like, well, I think I was like 10 or something back in the day, and like I just came home from lessons, and like we went to Subway in Barabella, where the food mall is, like that's like between the ATMs and the banks, like that small little Subway there, and like it was packed with people, and like my mom sent me there alone. She was like outside though, but like I was the only one in the store, and like I literally reached in front the cash like to say what bread I want. I'm like midway in my sentence. Oh, I want chicken teriyaki on parmesan bread or whatever. And she stops me, like, we're not making any more sandwiches. We're closing after this order. And I'm like, I wait to like 6 people. They could have like said, yes, the line is ending after this person. I waited like a half an hour to walk away. No, it's Subway, and I was like, I like that's why like in my mind I never really like going Subway, especially when there's like a big line. Like I think the first time I ate Subway after a long time was when like that time with you Paragon and Huey.
In Huey, yeah, I was gonna say.
And then I ate Subway the other day, but like that was because my parents went, and I was like, just go with that.
Oh, you know what? I haven't had Subway since I came up here. I should probably go and try it.
For real, bro, I get Subway like almost every week because there's one at the Walmart that I go to. So I'll have like 10 attachments just to kill time, so I grab one. My worst Subway experience though was a time. You remember that Wassa quiz that Prez used to go to?
What?
Oh yeah, that soon was organizing.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember, but like there used to be a quiz on TV that Wassa used to host about like water and crap, right? And no, honestly,
I remember this movie.
Yeah, so they had selected who was it going to be for you? It was yours truly, Owen, I think Donovan, because Donovan was there, and somebody else.
Oh, smart crew, eh? So back to the story there.
Yeah, we went to Central. went to Insensible, and there's a Subway there. So Soons was like, get whatever you want, I'll sponsor you.
What? Big baller spoons, what?
That's what I said. So I told Donovan, like, I'm down for anything. Like, he's Hindu too, so he can eat steak. So I said, I'll send the bread and you just say whatever. Like, so I said the bread and like the stuff, the like meat, whatever thing, got like chicken teriyaki. I told him, you just saw the veggies, right? And he just like stood there staring at the woman. And I had like walked away because I was like, oh, he's got this, he doesn't need me there. And the woman started bracing, bro. She was like, how she don't get paid to just stand around here, wait for children to call their crap. And she was like throwing a buff fit, and then Suns came over and was like, what wrong? And the woman said, like, how she's waiting for this kid to tell her, like, what he wants, but like, Dove wasn't saying anything. And he like calls me up and was like, why'd you leave? I was like, I thought he was ordering sandwich. And they made me say the veggies, and then she made it, and she was like, miffed at us. I was like, damn.
Now, but I think that's more of like probably Donovan like didn't know how to order, like especially from Subway. Like, I feel like like probably man never really eat Subway before. So like he
Probably,
yeah, like it could be like a lot of. I remember like we're like teens at that age, right? So like
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, everybody was frightened.
But
Yeah.
she had a like bracing ones like that, bro. She make a
Like-
big
Like I would always remember the first time I had to travel, cause like I never used to travel in primary school. Like the first time I traveled was in secondary school. And I was like, I was losing my shit, and it's only because I had on my prayers uniform. They took the like talk to me. I was like, "You going prayers?" Right? And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't even like had a word out. I was like, "Yeah."
Well,
Guys, thanks for listening. Again, thank you, Shivs, for joining us on this podcast.
of course, man. Of course. I hope you guys invite me back for next one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember
Yeah, dog.
Shiv's stuff will be in the description below, so go check him
Bro.
out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And Javon has a special message for everybody.
Yeah, don't forget to wear protection, dog.
What, bro?
Yeah, because
What?
Paragonists forget to use protection sometimes.
I do not
Yeah,
put.
man, have so
Listen,
much girl. Man, don't have,
all right, we're not putting that in. I do not have no gills, bro. I'm a lonely.
All right, just taking that too.
Multiple.
They're taking that too. Taking that too. Taking that too. All right, remember to like and subscribe and leave this. And yeah,
Bye.
right.
Yeah, later.
Bye, guys.
Nice.